We continue now with the big boys of boxing. These two competing tomorrow in a 10-round contest. It will be for both the WBO International and vacant NABF Heavyweight Championships. Let's first welcome the challenger, a native of Kananga, Democratic Republic of the Congo, now making his home and fighting out of Green Gaires, Scotland. His professional record, 20 wins, just one defeat, 15 of his 20 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Martin Bakole. Hailing from Toledo, Ohio, he is undefeated with 17 wins, 15 of his 17 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending WBO International Heavyweight Champion, Jared, the real big baby, Anderson. First to the scale, Martin Bakole. .4 for Martin Bakole. And now let's welcome the defending champion, Jared Anderson. 252.4 for the undefeated defending champion, Jared, the real big baby, Anderson.
The fight where I think a lot of people are expecting fireworks. Martin Bakole versus Jared Anderson. Two, I think, top 10 heavyweights. Martin Bakole is coming a lot lighter than his last fight. Carlos Takam, he weighed 299 pounds. This one, 284. Jared Anderson around the same as his last fight. Sean, 251. This is a good one. This is a good heavyweight dust-up.
It's going to be a good one. It's going to be back and forth, I actually think. I don't think Bakole can match the speed of Anderson, but he'll be able to offset that with the power. And again, Anderson with some of the some of the flaws that he has in his game, he might get hit a little bit more than we expect.
Bakole is huge compared to Anderson. I mean, I know that he's a big monster, but I mean, sizing him up next door like that, I mean, it's going to be athleticism versus size.
I want to try and catch one of those T-shirts. Can you send one over this way?
All right, I'm here with big Martin Bakole. Your opponent has been described as the next great American heavyweight. How good do you think Jared Anderson is?
We'll find it out tomorrow. The talking is over. Everything is over now. Focus on the fight tomorrow.
To all the American fans here that may not be familiar with you, how would you describe your boxing style?
I'm unique, so I think people will find it out tomorrow.
You've got a very big fan base here. What's your message to those watching around the world, and give us your prediction?
I love them, and I came here to win the fight. The knockout point, Martin Bakole is the winner tomorrow.
All right, who thinks Martin Bakole is going to win this Saturday night? He'll be taking on Jared Anderson. Over to Chris Mannix.
Well, Jared, you're giving away some swag out there to this fan base. Think you're going to make some new friends tomorrow night?
Definitely. I think I'm going to make a lot of new friends, everything.
You've been asking for this kind of opponent that'll stand there and fight for you for months now. What kind of fight are you expecting? How are you feeling going into this?
I'm expecting an amazing fight, amazing performance for myself and for the fans. So I'm just expecting to go out there and show what I'm made of.
You got a new man in your corner in Sugar Hill Stewart. What has he been able to add to your game during this camp?
You'll see Saturday night.
Good luck, Jared.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
We continue with the big boys of boxing. These two competing tomorrow in a 12-round contest in the heavyweight division. First, let's welcome, fighting out of Brooklyn, New York, and proudly representing the country of Belize. His professional record consisting of 26 wins, just one defeat, one draw. 22 of his 26 wins Coming by way of knockout, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Israil Big Baby Miller. And now let's welcome from Imperial, California. His professional record, 35 wins, 2 defeats, 22 of his 35 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former WBA, IBF, WBO, and IBO Unified Heavyweight Champion of the World, Andy the Destroyer Ruiz. First to the scale, Israil Miller. 305.6 for Israil Big Baby Miller. Now to the scale, the former world champion Andy Ruiz. 274.4 for Andy the Destroyer Ruiz.
Here we go, battle of the big boys. Look, Israil Miller has lost weight. He was 333 pounds for his last fight against Daniel Dubois. He did say surgery would come under the 300-pound mark, not quite 305 pounds, but he has dropped some weight.
Hey, listen, 305 looks good on him, and Andy Ruiz looks good too. Look, I got ridiculed when I said these guys were going to look good in great shape because I seen them. Now that I see them without a shirt weighing in, they look really good. I mean,
no, stop it. It's not really good.
What are you talking about?
It's not really
to
good.
340?
Andy Ruiz last time was 268. He's now 278.
You're telling me
he's put
he
on
looks
10 pounds.
He looked way flabbier than in Saudi Arabia.
I don't know if you can say 278 is great shape. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if you can tell me 278 is great shape.
I'm talking about Miller, first of all, but Andy Ruiz, I think he looks good too.
Listen, bottom line, you are who you are.
You are who you are. The big boys. They're
two big boys.
They're two big boys.
They're too big. They're too big.
They're too big. Does this fight go the distance? No.
I think it does.
You think it does?
I think it does. You know, I just whenever you've been inactive so long, like Andy Ruiz, you're not gonna, you're gonna want to reserve some things for the tank. You're gonna want to go to the second half of the fight. Miller said he's gonna use his legs. I think it goes the distance.
I am here with the dancing Big Baby. You've been very polite to Mr. Ruiz all week long, but you had some words there during the face-off. What'd you say to him?
I'm going in for the kill. There's nothing but love between me and you, but when I step in the ring, I'm going to roast your ass. Like I said, a happy, in-shape Big Baby is a dangerous Big Baby. Nobody beats me in shape, not even a sparring session. I'm with everybody.
Yeah, you said your last fight you were not happy at all with your performance. What's going to be different between your fight with Dubois and your fight here with Ruiz?
Man, I'm throwing a million punches around. I'm going to wear his ass out. I'm going to knock him out. Listen, he's been dropped plenty of times in fights. I know what I can do when I'm in shape. I'm in shape. I'm in shape. I'm talking about no cheeseburger for 3 months, no lovey-dovey for 3 months. Oh, yeah, I'm f***ing him up.
No lovey-dovey or cheeseburgers for 3 months. He's as serious as can be. Give it up for Big Baby Israil Miller, everybody.
All right, Andy, 2 years out of the ring, but you still have a lot of fans here in Southern California. What kind of show are you hoping to put on for them tomorrow night?
Man, the main thing that I want to win, man. I want to win, especially for my fans, toda la raza que me anda apoyando aquí. Eso es lo que vamos a hacer. Vamos a ganar. Vamos a ganar.
274 pounds, a little heavier than I think you thought you wanted to come in this week. How are you feeling physically going into this fight?
I feel really good, man. We knew that he was going to be over 300 pounds. I didn't want to lose too much weight, so I thought we did a perfect plan. We did a perfect strategy, so I feel good. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to fight. We're ready to go to war, man.
It was 5 years ago you pulled off one of the biggest upsets in heavyweight boxing history. I think a lot of people are wondering, is that Andy Ruiz still inside you? What would you say to that?
Of course it is, man. I had everything in my palms, and it went away, so I want them back. So what do I have to do? I got to win this fight. That's why it's really important. I know what it feels to be a champion, and I know how it feels not to be a champion. And guess what? I want to be a damn champion again, and that's what we're going to do.
Good luck, Andy.
Thank you.
Our next two fighters to the scale, competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the WBA Super Lightweight Championship of the World. Let's first welcome the challenger, fighting out of Renton, Washington, by way of Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico. His professional record, 13 wins, 2 defeats, 9 of his 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jose El Rayo Valenzuela. And now let's welcome the defending world champion from Ciudad de Mexico, Distrito Federal. His professional record consisting of 26 wins, 2 defeats, 1 draw, 18 of his 26 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the reigning and defending WBA super lightweight champion of the world, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Let's first welcome to the scale the challenger, Jose Valenzuela. $139.8 for the challenger, Jose El Rayo Valenzuela. Now to the scale, the defending champion, Isaac Cruz. $140 pounds even for the defending world champion, Isaac Pitbull Cruz.
You know, you always wonder how fighters sort of grow fan bases, right? Countries behind them, some grow it slowly but surely. Pitbull Cruz's fan base in the last couple of years has swelled to thousands and thousands, if not millions. And the majority of the fans here at LA Live are here for him.
No, and the reason because of that, because he always looks for the knockout. And the fact that he put up a good fight against Tank Davis. Everyone's knocking out. Everyone that fights Tank's getting knocked out, not that man right there. That's the reason they have passion behind him. That's the reason they're supporting him.
So it shows, Sean, you can get all the fans, even in a loss. All those fighters that are scared to take those fights, you can get him in a loss.
And people love this too. The fact that he's smaller than most of the guys he gets in the ring. You know, you really truly see the dog, the pit bull come out in the ring. So that's why people love him. But this is truly a 50-50 fight. Valenzuela comes in with a great game plan and executes. He walks out victorious.
Hey, Valenzuela looks really good for 140 as well, by the way.
Whoa.
He has filled out.
Listen, man, I know we keep saying every fight 50-50, but Valenzuela is a live dog in this fight. I know we're talking about live dog against a pit bull, no pun intended, but that man right there, he's hungry. He has the right style. He's tall. He's a southpaw. He has a great trainer in his corner. He said he had a great camp. If he can get past the six rounds into the second half of the fight, I think his ability is going to be trouble for Pitbull.
All right, Jose, you're taking on Pitbull Cruz. We know what he's all about. He's going to pressure you. He's going to throw punches. He's going to try and bully you. How do you handle that?
You know, we stay sharp, we stay focused, and we stick to the game plan.
So what is the game plan? How do you beat him?
Make him miss, make him pay.
All right, what's your message to your fans? You got a loud cheering section over there.
Arriba, Mexico!
Fair enough.
Isaac, first world title defense. You're going to do it in front of a lot of Mexican fans on Saturday. How are you feeling going into this fight?
¿Cómo te sientes? Primera defensa de tu título mundial frente a muchos aficionados mexicanos. ¿Cómo te sientes?
Me siento muy contento de poderlo representar y orgullosamente el día de mañana vamos a salir con la victoria a representar a todo México.
I feel really, really proud to represent them. We're going to try and go all out for victory tomorrow. For them and for the whole of Mexico.
This is a Mexico versus Mexico type of fight. Do you like those types of fights?
Es una pelea México contra México. ¿Te gustan estas peleas, no?
Totalmente, y bueno, vamos a demostrar que nosotros somos el verdadero estilo mexicano.
Yeah, I do really like them as well, and we'll see who is the real sort of champion out of the two Mexicans.
Good luck, Isaac.
Thank you.
Let's bring the fighters to the stage and to the scale at this time. First, a fighter who is a legend as an amateur with over 300 victories in his amateur career. Now as a professional, undefeated, with a record consisting of 10 victories, 7 wins by knockout. He has 1 technical draw. He is the fighting pride of Khiva and all Uzbekistan. He is the reigning, defending, undefeated WBA champion of the world, Israil, the Dream Madrimov, officially designated as the challenger. Over the last 7 years, his record, a perfect one, 11-0, all wins by knockout. His perfect professional record consists of 40 fights, 40 victories, 31 by knockout. He's recognized as, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world today. From Omaha, Nebraska, USA, the former lightweight world champion, former undisputed super lightweight world champion, and the current undefeated welterweight champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford. Now first onto the scales, ladies and gentlemen, will be the defending champion, undefeated in his professional career. 10 victories, 7 KOs, 1 technical draw. The pride of Khiva, Uzbekistan. Official weight, 154 pounds for the reigning and defending world champion, Israil, the Dream Madrimov. Now stepping onto the scales, the fighting pride of Omaha, Nebraska, USA, going for his 4th division championship. He is Terence Bud Crawford. $153.4. Here they are, champion and challenger, Bud Crawford, challenging once again for his 4th division world championship. The defending champion, Israil, the Dream Madrimov. It's all for the WBA Super Welterweight Championship of the world.
One thing Sean said to me straight away, looking at Madrimov, he said, "Looks strong."
He looks strong. You can tell his body. He just has
tomorrow night,
muscle.
BMO Stadium, Los Angeles, California.
And then what I said, Adi, is look at the look in his face. Look at the look in his eyes. The eyes don't lie, but neither do Madrimov's. And look, we're talking about the size. Right now, they still haven't rehydrated. You can clearly see from that side view that Madrimov is a bigger fighter. He's a fuller fighter. Crawford actually does look good. He filled out nicely. But the dense muscle is going to be on Madrimov.
Absolutely, you can see it. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's dense, it's heavy, and he's going to have some heavy hands on fight night.
So intriguing. They say there are weight classes for a reason. Is this a weight jump too much for Crawford? Or is 154 pounds the right jump at the right time? We'll find out tomorrow.
All right, Israil, the final face-off is done. The talking is over. We're 24 hours away from the biggest fight of your life. How do you feel?
What's up, Billy? Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for coming. Inshallah, Saturday night will be a great fight. Don't miss.
I thought it was interesting. Yesterday we spoke to you and asked you what your game plan was, and you basically said you're going to figure it out in the ring depending on what Terence does. Why is that how you're approaching this fight?
Yeah. I have the game plan because inside the ring we are making I do, inshallah. And я хочу, чтобы показать всем, что я умею, и доказать, что я лучше на этом весе.
My goal is to showcase my skills inside that ring and show that I'm the best in this division.
All right, I'll give you the final word here. What's your prediction for tomorrow night? What are we going to see? And what's your message to your fans around the world?
It's going to be a great fight. Muxlislar, qo'llab-quvvatlanglar, inshaalloh tarix ochamiz.
God bless. It's going to be a great fight, and we're going to get that victory.
All right, let's give it up for the super welterweight champion of the world, Israil the Dream Madrimov.
All right, Bud, the talk is finally over. You're going to get back in the ring for the first time in a year. What's the feeling like?
Man, I can't wait. I'm focused. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm ready to go out here, put on another great performance in front of all my fans and supporters and the whole world to show them that I'm the best fighter in the world.
You talked about how tough it was for you to get down to 147. How do those extra 7 pounds feel on you?
Man, it felt great, but it still wasn't easy. But we ready.
You're the best in the world at 135, at 140, at 147. Do you believe you can be the best in the world at 54?
I'm already the best in the world at 54 when I stepped in the division.
You got a guy in front of you on Saturday that checks a lot of boxes, decorated amateur, in his prime, world champion, says this is his weight class. What kind of a fight are you expecting?
Listen, how many gold medalists, silver medalists, Olympians that I didn't beat? A lot of them got a decorated amateur pedigree and background, and they all left the same way. And I'm looking forward to him leaving the same way again this Saturday.
Good luck, bud.
Thank you.